All right, sending data right now, and then we will wait for Trey to return. All right, we're on TikTok, and we're just waiting for YouTube. All right, we are on live. Hey, y'all, welcome to For the People podcast. I'm your host, Vision X, and this show is for the people, by the people, to bring power back to the people. I'm joined by your queen of judges herself, Miss Nikki.
Hey, everybody. Thank you for tuning in tonight.
And we also are joined by Trey, but he'll be back in a few seconds. And so we're just going to jump. Actually, should I wait for a little more people to come in?
Yeah, just a little bit. We still waiting on some people waiting on TikTok. They're notifying of the live.
Okay, perfect. And while they're doing that, as you guys know, the store is open. We've been posting it on our TikTok, and we just got a Twitter account. We got a Twitter account, and we on our YouTube. So our shop is open, the FTP store. Please go support the FTP store. Also, to everybody that supported our super chats, thank you. We do appreciate that. That is helping us reach our goal to make sure that we can get a studio in order for us, and that way we can also have live shows with you guys that are involved as well. In addition to that, if we have the phone number that is posted, so the number, I got it on the other phone. Hold on, yeah, let me pull it up real quick. So if you decide you want to call in live and you want to talk to us live or ask a question, primarily ask the question. Don't be like, "Oh, we love you, Nikki. Oh my God, we love you." Call in, ask the question, and then once the question is done, then you can say you love Nikki and everything. So
Ike, you gotta call me out. You gotta call me out. Ike, you know, you and Trey got fans too, okay?
no. Every time, like I went to the gym. Oh, that Nikki, yeah, that Nikki. My friend called me. Oh man, what's that Nikki girl? I'm not. Hey, some people are better at producing the show, making sure that the show runs. Some people are better at being stars, and that's you. So I'm more the background. You're the foreground.
Yes, that's but hey, my producer, y'all, that's boss man. Without him, we wouldn't have this show. So just so y'all know.
Oh, and hey, this is Nick Kip 3173. I think this person's new. I've never seen Nick Kip.
Yes, welcome.
Hey, thank you for joining.
Hi, Danielle. Hi, Johnny. Thank you, everybody who is joining us on TikTok. Hi, Sparkle. I am manning TikTok, so I'm gonna try to be on the chat. But Chris will be on Vision. We'll be doing YouTube. So if you're on YouTube, we'll see the comments over there. So thank you, everybody, for joining us, and we're gonna get started.
Oh yeah. Oh, also, hold on. Who is this? Somebody got chats. Who is that? I don't know who that is. Who is chats? That's weird.
See that there.
Somebody else. Yeah, I don't know what that is. Okay.
Okay.
So we're going to jump right into it. So over the last 24 hours, there was a lot of stuff that happened, and I was watching some videos, and I was like, Jesus Christ, what is going on here? And I just think that a lot of people do not deserve children. It's a reason why I believe that. Especially growing up in foster care, being physically, mentally, and sexually abused myself when I was in foster care. So I just think that a lot of people aren't deserving of children. So I want you to watch these two videos back to back, and I want you to tell me what you think. We're going to take a look at the first one.
You're not here.
What are you scared of, Emily?
She walked into a f***ing kennel, bro. Is everything okay?
Can I put my dogs up? I'm scared, Mother. What are you scared of, Emily?
Yeah. You locked your kid in a dog kennel.
Yes, because she's tearing up everything and pissing
You
all over
really
the
think locking a kid and a special needs kid? A special needs kid. Locking her in a dog
I'm
kennel?
gonna put this dog in there.
No, you understand how that is on a special needs kid? To where I get home and I hear somebody screaming like that? Just breathe, okay? Help is here. Help is here. You're okay. This ain't gonna happen to you again. We got you help, all right? What's your name? I'm Justin, okay? You see this on crime TV or, movies and stuff like that. And I didn't think that it being this close right there that it would happen in my backyard. But like they say, you never know who your neighbor is.
And I want to read an update on this as well. The Anson Police Chief Daniel Grazios, hopefully I said that right, says the King remains active and stated for the city of Anson. We take it very seriously, and we're seriously about protecting especially our most vulnerable citizens. So the child was removed from the house. I want to read some of the comments as well. One person says, "What an evil bitch. No remorse, just pure evil." Another person says, "Dear Justin, you are a freaking hero, man. Thank you for stepping up and helping. That mother is out of her mind. This is inhumane behavior. I sincerely hope this poor girl gets all the help she needs." And one other person says she couldn't have picked a better shirt. And so I'm going to play one more video, and then we're going to talk about this. And actually, I hope the video I guess I don't have the video up. So I guess we'll just talk about this now. This is a lot to talk about anyways. And I'm also going to get Trey into, hey, Trey, you there?
I'm here.
All right, perfect. We don't see you on, but, hey, Trey's here with us as well. Me growing up in foster care and, not just growing up in foster care, but, thank the HACF, you know what? You always supporting. Thank you so much. Always supporting. Got to give you a shout out. We always going to give you shout outs. Thank you so much. But me growing up in foster care, I'm telling y'all some of the horrors that I've seen that happen to children. I tell you, I want to write a book or a series on it. I really do. I don't think you guys understand the magnitude, especially like when children go from their home where they were, physically, mentally, or sexually abused, and then they go from that home, and then they go into the foster care system, and the foster care system is supposed to be protecting you and supposed to be with the state. But then, as I stated before, and I've said this multiple times on the show, you have the highest government office, the federal government, involved in pedophilia right now.
Yeah.
They're sitting here reversing what's the legal age limit. You have people like Megyn Kelly sitting here talking about what's the legal age limit to touch on little kids. But when it was happening to her white ass, all of a sudden she had to sue Fox News and the rest of the white girls that Fox News had to sue when it was happening. And this is why I tell you, when it's not happening to you or you can't understand it, people don't care. And I feel for this child because the things that I could tell you that I have saw is horrific, especially when you have caseworkers that you piss off a caseworker one time. You want to get an attitude? They'll send you to the compound, or they'll have the guards beat you, or they'll send you into the white hole. So in jail they have the black hole, but in foster care they have the white hole. So the white hole was pretty much this big bright light. It was so bright. I don't care how much you covered your eyes. It's like the light went through and it burns. And when you come out of this room, it's like, your eyes are red. You can barely see for the next, half an hour or so. It was horrific. You had guards that used to beat on both men, girl and boy foster kids. There was a lot of sexual assault. And believe it or not, people always say, the female guards. I said the female guards were worse than the men guards. Mm-hmm. I said they was taking the boys and the girls and did not give a rat's ass about who had to say something. And don't say nothing or telling them. You say something and telling them, they're gonna wait till things cool down. You thinking, I got away with it. I went and told the director cares. And let me tell you, the director that's sitting here managing these children, they go back and tell all the guards everything you said. He beat me. He hit me. He touched me. They said, okay, well, you want to go tell? We're gonna give you something to really tell about. I will never forget. It was this one girl, and she had went and told on the guards. I guess the guard, and she was a pretty girl, but she went and told on the guards that the guards were touching her. When people have power, they feel like they can do whatever they want to you. And if they can do whatever they want with you, or if they have been getting away with it for so long, they know it's not going to be some consequences. She told on them. They had an investigation. Things calmed down for that first week. Then 2 weeks went by. A whole month went by. Next thing we know, we heard nothing but screaming and hollering. And I said, what the hell? It woke up everybody. The guards was in there beating on her and raping her. Jeez. And it was nothing. And it was nothing you can do because the director knew, the caseworkers knew. but everybody's in on it. So I'm telling you, it's not just with the government, with the federal government, it happens at your state and local government as well. Nikki, what do you think?
Well, first, I'm just so sorry that you even had to go through that, and I absolutely think you should, write that because that story is important. As hard as it may be, other people do need to, hear that because they know they're not alone, and the fact that that still goes on so many decades later, a system that's supposed to help children. And this is the contradiction of the Republican Party. You're not pro life, you're pro birth. You want the babies born, but after they get here, it's fuck them. It's literally fuck them kids. Like literally and figuratively, fuck them kids. Because that is what you're doing. And again, you have a whole entire administration that are nothing but pedophiles, and if they're not pedophiles themselves, they're covering up for it. The fact that people are not shaming Megyn Kelly enough. Again, I did a whole court of no appeals on her,
You did.
and my video was taken down in less than 48 hours. And the claim, first, it was bullying and harassing. There was no bullying and harassing. I'm talking about pedophiles. I'm chastising her for being in basically in favor of it. And I got my video down saying that I was promoting, like basically promoting the sexualization of people. I'm calling this shit out, but my video gets taken down and I got a warning. This is how these people operate. They talk about it's the Democrats. Every accusation from these people is a fucking confession. Now that he signed that bill or whatever, law, whatever, so that we could see the files, notice we ain't heard nothing about the files since.
Zero.
We've heard zero because they are taking their time to take everything out of it. So it was pointless. They are covering this up. They killed that man in jail because of what he knew. You don't have a man like that that knows what he knows and thinks that he's going to be alive. But somebody somewhere, trust you me, has those files
Oh yeah.
unredacted.
Oh yeah.
Somebody has them. And I'm waiting on that, what that man was, Snowden. I'm waiting on the Snowden moment for them to let all of that shit out. Because somebody is going to do it. The way they are not protecting children, because MAGA is like, oh, it's all about protecting the kids. Gotta protect the kids. Gotta
Mhm.
protect the kids. But then you're not protecting the kids. You're protecting the fucking pedophile because y'all will spin this shit. MAGA will spin it to where pedophilia is okay, and they're okay with it because, again, of course they're okay with pedophilia because they're okay with inbreeding. Why would you not be okay with fucking pedophilia when you okay with inbreeding?
Mhm.
White people are sexually perverse. It's in their fucking DNA. They gotta work not to be, especially white men. Because white men, as we talked about last night, commit most of the violent crimes and sexual crimes
Yep.
in this country. Probably all over the fucking world. But definitely, white people are rooted in violence and they like to say that it's black people. No, it's you. Y'all are rooted in violence. Everything white people have obtained in this country has been through violence. They would not have what they had. This country would not have gotten built by black people had they not used slavery and violence in order to achieve it. That is all they know is violence, whether it be sexual, physical, mental, emotional, some form of violence. White people are behind it.
Yeah. And that's why I tell people, I said, when you start like adopting children or whatever, and I want to start this off like with that because I know that, as we go, the topics, kind of get heavy and then we go into a light mode. But I wanted to start off with that one because that's a really heavy topic. And I tell people, I say, I don't think y'all understand what really goes on. That's why I tell people, like, if they have somebody, when you see CPS or whatever, and this is what gets me when people say, oh, I'm gonna call CPS. I'm like, you acting like you're gonna put the child in a better position. I said, didn't we play, I think 2 or 3 videos recently where the damn caseworker left the child in the car and the car died of a heat stroke.
Oh my God.
I mean, like I said, how incompetent can you be? So you were there to remove the child from the home, but then you put the child in the car, locked the door, and then you left the child in the car. And
Wow.
then it was the other one where we spoke about that story where the white lady was having those black kids as slaves, and they was going on for months. I said, you're not going to tell me that the caseworker didn't know about that.
Eh,
You would
oh, of
you
course.
never
They
have me believe
fucking
that.
know. They know.
You'll never have me believe that. I said because they have to go through the whole house. They have to inspect the house. Even my caseworker, when my and I'll tell this lady's name, well, lady name by the name of Glenna Gordon, evil, evil, evil white lady. She was evil. She was just evil. When I tell you my caseworker, her name happened to be Karen of all things, Karen with the red hair. She didn't have the bob, but she had that little red hair going on, and she didn't care. And she was like, and when you said something to them, it was like, oh, well, if you say something, I could send you to a worse place than this one. So it's like, well,
Wow.
what do you do? You have nobody
Exactly.
there to help you or anything. So I feel sorry for a lot of these kids, and I feel sorry for a lot of these kids that's going through whatever going on with ICE right now, because I guess there's a little boy, and I had the video up, and I'll be moving the videos around, but I had the video up, and I want to find it, but he, I guess, went missing, and they're trying to find him, and then the court was also saying that he went. Oh no, sorry, it's an Asian kid. So I'm going to take a look at this, and I want to let you know what you guys think. Also, J.S. Fontaine, I hope I said that correctly. Thanks for joining. I think you must be new, but thanks for the super chats. We do appreciate it. Everybody who do our super chats, thank you so much. He says, you're absolutely right. We built this country. So he must have been talking about your comment that you just made. See, we got a lot of new people joining because, we're trying to, this show is raw, unfiltered, in your face, and we try to keep it real with you 100%. We don't try to edit things to make things look good. I mean, what you get is what you get. So I want to show this next video. It's actually an Asian guy. He has a popular channel. And so I want to see what he's saying about it because, the Asian community is under attack too now. Well, they've been for a while. So let's take a look.
Immigration trafficked this 6-year-old boy. Nobody knows where he is, and he has been missing for almost a week now. This is Chinese asylum seeker Fei Zhang and his 6-year-old son Yuan Xin. Last week on November 26, Fei Zhang and his son Yuan Xin went to their immigration court hearing at the Federal Plaza in Lower Manhattan, New York City. But before they could even get to their court hearing, these two, when they walked into the building, were flanked on either side by advocates, two of them who are citizens, and even then, they separated them and took them. And even though the two of them entered this country earlier this year in the spring as asylum seekers and not long after hired an immigration lawyer and have been trying to do it the right way by getting documented, 3 times since they entered this country, they were detained by immigration. And even though they lied to them and told them that it was just a check-in, of course when they arrived, they were abducted. All the while, they're claiming that they apparently do not separate families and are blaming Zhang, saying that he had the right and ability to depart the country as a family and willfully chose not to comply, even though he was in the process of getting documentation. And since the last time they were released, when they were taken the second time, these two settled in Astoria, New York. In fact, Yuan Xin just enrolled for first grade at one of the elementary schools there. And even Mayor-elect Zohran Mamdani is confirming that they are not saying where Yuan Xin is, which means that for almost a week now, not only have this father and son been separated, but this 6-year-old is detained somewhere completely alone where no adult who actually cares about his life even remotely knows where he is. So if you're in the United States, I need you to call your representatives immediately and demand that father Fei Zhang is united with his 6-year-old son Yuan Xin. These are their detainee numbers, so please call them and demand that they are released and united immediately, please.
And the information is right here at the top of this actual post. So if you can, just go ahead and do that as well. We don't have a heart. Now, if it was happening to some black people, the Asians, the Latins, everybody else would be like, oh, well, the blacks, we already seen how that happened. So, but it's happening to other people, we still try to show at least some compassion to you guys, even though you don't show it to us. One person says, hey, I just keep it strictly 100 with them. One person says, meanwhile, the kids who were held in cages previously were never found. Are they selling these children? Another person says, why are the children being separated from their parents and held with no family member or guardian? Another person says the fact that they could be using this whole illegal immigrant detention thing as a smokescreen for child trafficking is terrifying. I think we stated this before multiple times. You dealing with, and I hate to say it this way, you're dealing with a group of white folks who are literally trying to lower the age limit. The whole cabinet is white and Indian. They're lowering the age limit of children of what they consider sexual assault. They're lowering that. So white man can feel better about touching on little children. I would not put it past them that they're doing this.
Of course.
Go ahead, Nikki.
Of course. All of that stuff is set up for that. The whole just like ICE. When we talked about it yesterday, you don't think these men are sexually assaulting women, men, and children? Especially, you don't know where they're going. And the fact that they're not identifying themselves, I don't know how to say this. This is how it is. I'm surprised these ICE agents haven't been unalived, because that's what needs to start happening. Like, it needs to start happening, because there's no way in the fucking world somebody that is masked up with no identification. You think I'm gonna come? You think you gonna knock on my fucking door? I don't give a fuck if you got a warrant in that bitch. I will stand right there with the door closed. You're not coming in my house. I will stand right the fuck there and call the police and verify some shit, because you're not coming in my fucking house. You don't identify yourself. They never have consistent uniforms on. It's literally like they just order shit from fucking Amazon and just throw it on. And they think you. That's, again, they know who to fucking try. They know to go to Latino people who they feel are undocumented, who want to be in close proximity to whiteness, so they're not going to say anything. They think if I fucking comply, it's going to be okay. And then you motherfuckers are disappearing. You're not trying that shit with niggas. It's the reason why they have yet to come to the hood. You might become where it's fucking blacks and Latinos, where it's mixed, but you still going towards the Latino population. You not fucking with niggas like that, because you're not gonna make it out alive. Let's keep it all the way fucking real. You not coming to the hood with that bullshit and thinking that you gonna make it out alive. It's not fucking happening. You are not going to take black women, men, and children and think we just gonna sit here and film this shit. You getting jumped. You getting your ass whooped. You getting foobarred, fucked up beyond all recognition. That's what the fuck you get. And that's what needs to start happening to them in real fucking time. They need to start getting unalived, because that's how real it is. You're not gonna run up on somebody like that for what?
Yeah.
Because they're absolutely assaulting these children. They're absolutely assaulting men and women. And they're getting away with it. And all of this was set up for white men to get away with it, because that is exactly what's happening. And you can't tell me otherwise, because especially the undocumented ones that they're snatching up, nobody's looking for them. Nobody knows that they fucking exist. And y'all have this assumption. Y'all have this assumption that black people don't fucking carry. We carry legally and motherfucking illegally, bitch, okay? The latter part, courtesy of Ronald fucking Reagan. When he dropped them guns in the goddamn 80s, bitch, we got the same artillery you redneck motherfuckers got. It never left. We got the same shit y'all got. So come over here if you fucking want to, and you gonna see how it is in real fucking time. You gonna fuck around, and you gonna find the fuck out. Because that's what needs to happen. They need to start getting their shit rocked, and they need to start, if these ICE agents start popping up, floating up, then we gonna see it's gonna be some real changes. I bet you that fucking recruitment gonna go down real fast, because when this administration is done, you motherfuckers are going to jail. Y'all are absolutely going to jail.
And that's why I'm not understanding, because you know what gets me, and this is, some people are going to get upset when I say this, but when you hear, like, when I see a lot of gangs, especially, I don't know how many Latin gangs there are now, and I see that they out here, they grabbing themselves and bucking up the people. I said, well, where the hell are y'all at now? ICE out here jacking y'all asses up, dragging y'all down the street. They actually shot a few Latins, so there are a few Latin people that are dead now from ICE raids. I said, where the hell are y'all at? I said, all this tough guy stuff, and I said, y'all doing tough guy against each other, but y'all not doing tough guy stuff against the right people. And you have to make it make sense there, because I said something's there is not processing. Either they're not intelligent or something's wrong there.
Yep.
I said, if you're going to be tough against the right people. I'm going to play some continuation videos of this as well. But I want to give a shout out, Nikki. We got they throwing in the super chats, baby. Yes.
Yes.
AMS DJ
That's
76.
Noah, I think. That's still
Yeah,
Noah. I think she
did you
changed her
change your
name.
name? No, did you change your name? Because I remember the photo. I said, I think the name changed. But hey, thank you so much. And she
We
also
got
said,
she gave us 3 super
uh,
chats. So shout out to AMS, aka Noah. Thank you, H, to all of our super chat people. We love
all
y'all
of
so
them.
much. It's good. We starting to recognize our regulars. Thank
Yes.
y'all for being here. Thank y'all for our new people. Same thing on TikTok. Thank y'all for liking the live. We got 21 people in here, so we doing good. We got comments and everything. So I'm trying to pull in with the people. So thank y'all for joining us tonight.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. I think they share it because when they share the stuff, it shows that we have like 40,000 likes or something. So I think people they on there for a second. You know, TikTok's very 15 minutes. They've been on there for
Yeah.
15 minutes and they go to the next. They say, "Oh, I like this." Then they go to the next thing. That's
But
how
hey, they sticking with us though. So
they're
we
sticking
getting
with
more
us.
people. We got 2 hours tonight. So we almost 30 minutes in. So we got a good packed show.
And so I want to continue 3 different things. So 3 different things I want to talk about. I guess some people at that's over the ICE detention, they were explaining like, you know, what's going on with these disappearances. And then I want to show a video regarding it. And then I want to show you guys what's going on with the Somalian community. Somebody had posted something and I'm sorry, I had to laugh at it because everybody wanted to be white today, not white no more. So let's take a look.
How often it is that someone disappears after an arrest?
Well, currently it is nearly impossible to find people in the immediate aftermath of an arrest. And in the case of Vicente, his family called us within hours of his arrest in South Los Angeles to our rapid response hotline seeking information on him. Today is day 48. We are unable to locate him. We do not know whether he continues to be alive. And the only people who have answers are the Department of Homeland Security, Border Patrol, and those who took him into custody on October 7th. And we're incredibly grateful to your office for continuing to advocate for him and lift up this story.
So that's that one. I want to read some of the comments here for this one before we go to the next video. Somebody says, trafficking people in front of our eyes. Another person says, even if they are here illegally, they shouldn't be disappearing them like that. They are people, human beings. Another person, and this toll is in the thousands. Thousands are missing and unaccounted for after being illegally disappeared. So let's take a look at the next video.
Cannot impede our vehicles. Get out of the way. Cannot.
All right. So one person said, "Goddamn, thank you, ladies." Another person says, and the most frustrating part, those are brown faces behind those masks. Shaking my head. Who taught you to hate yourself? Malcolm X. Then somebody says, didn't they pass a law in California that ICE can't wear a face or covering mask? And so I'm going to play one more video. Let's take a look at this.
They are all finding out. Because you see, back on November 2nd or November 3rd of 2024, this is how it started out there in Minnesota with the African Somalian community.
Thank you, Salman, and good morning again. My name is Faisal Day, and we're here gathered today with the community leaders, business leaders, and youth leaders from the Somali community and from the Muslim community in Minnesota. And we're gathered here today to fully support and endorse President Trump and JD Vance. So some of the key issues of the community are the global wars, and we're for peace. Economic issues, family values, and education are some of the critical issues that this community cares. On top of that, this community cares about the economic issues and the inflation. With all these and a number of other issues, the community came together and fully is standing behind President Donald J. Trump. Yes.
Well, that's how it started. back in November of 2024. This is how it's going.
Give it to us.
Somalians ripped off that state for billions of dollars. Billions. Every year. Billions of dollars. And they contribute nothing. The welfare is like 88%. They contribute nothing. I don't want them in our country, I'll be honest with you. Somebody said, oh, that's not politically correct. I don't care. I don't want them in our country. Their country's no good for a reason. Their country stinks. And we don't want them in our country. I can say that about other countries, too. I can say it about other countries, too. We don't want them to hell. We have to rebuild our country. You know, our country's at a tipping point. We could go bad. We're at a tipping point. I don't know if people mind me saying that, but I'm saying it. We could go one way or the other. And we're going to go the wrong way if we keep taking in garbage into our country. Ilhan Omar is garbage. She's garbage. Her friends are garbage. These aren't people that work. These aren't people that say, let's go, come on, let's make this place great. These are people that do nothing but complain. They complain. And from where they came from, they got nothing. You know, they came from paradise, and they said, this isn't paradise. But when they come from hell, and they complain, and do nothing but bitch, we don't want them in our country. Let them go back to where they came from and fix it.
So I want to read some of the comments. Somebody said, and this is why that POC label means nothing. Another person says, I'm still trying to comprehend how people think that Trump is some kind of economic genius. He has 6 bankruptcies. How's that genius? Another person says, the anti-blackness in Somalia community is disheartening. We try to tell them, but they keep saying we're not black or Somalian. Well. So I want to talk about a few things before we continue on this. I want to talk about a few things. The first video, where the lady said that they cannot find the people that's being deported. I'm telling you, they are trafficking these children. Something is happening to these children, and it is sickening. And when you got an administration like this that's protecting pedophiles, and you got other white folks on Fox News saying, oh, well, they're not really young, and they're not really this. Well, they're 16. Well, she had her period. What I'm telling you, something sick in their head. The other thing is Highland Park, yeah, that's in Los Angeles. But me and Nikki talked about this a few shows ago. That's what we call using your allyship and white privilege. That's what we're talking about. When we say, hey, if you ain't out there throwing your body out there to protect us, if you're not out there doing something to stop something, if you're not out there barricading and putting your life on the line like we would do for you, and we've done many of times, we don't want that allyship. We're not looking for Dean Withers, okay? We're not looking for that bullshit. Y'all can go tell them what I said. I could care less what y'all go tell them what I said. We're not looking for that fake allyship. These white women, that's what we're talking about. That's real allyship. The third video is with the Somalians. Now, me and Nikki, we went back and forth on this a lot of times too. Somalians, Ethiopians, Nigerians, South Africans, y'all bring y'all asses over here. Y'all talk so down on black people after we sat here and fought for y'all asses, and y'all literally disrespect us when you guys couldn't even make it in your own country. Everybody's forgetting why they fled their country. It's not just them. Also with the Asians. Everybody forgetting why the Asians fled. Everybody's forgetting why the Latins fled. Y'all were having war. Y'all had all these drug wars going on. Y'all had famine. Y'all had people that were corrupt. This was the stuff that was going on in y'all countries. And black people fought for everybody to come over here and for y'all to be able to be disrespectful to us. At this particular point, it is what it is at this point. You get what the fuck you voted for. That's how I feel about it. One last thing, because I know you about to go in, Nikki. I can already see it on your face. You about to go in. You about to go in. Trump also in that last video, Trump was talking about how Somalians is a shithole and the people are bad. Let me tell you something. This country is still having issues because we got incompetent white folks like him in power. Everybody from Pete Hegseth, who's a blubbering idiot. And I looked at his record as well. Pete Hegseth, man, when I tell you that is a white dude that just coasted through the army, I don't know who he was fucking or who he was licking on or whatever, but his record in the military was really sketchy. He must have been connected somewhere. The people were saying he was able to make rank, while other people who was doing all the work was still left behind at like E2 and E3. They said he was just making rank just weirdly, and then he would just move up. And they said he would get like these cushiony jobs. He would be behind a desk, or he would be like an investigation. He was never on the front lines. He was never in something where it was going to really help America. And I'm gonna tell you this before I let you go in, Nikki. I have some white friends. I know some of my white friends. I said, hey, why did you join the military? I said, I told them thank you for fighting for our country. They was like, I ain't fighting for this damn country. I said, well, why did you join the military? You want to know why they joined the military? For the fucking bonuses. They ain't talk about this. My friend John would tell you, he told me as a white dude, he says, I should be able to do what other white dudes do. half-ass do my job and still get promoted and get paid and be a CEO, and I'm not getting the same benefits that I see other white people getting. And he was just real about it, and I couldn't say nothing because he was telling the truth. Nikki, go ahead.
Well, first, before I get started, shout out to on YouTube Alex motherfucking Greer. She was our first GoFundMe donate. She gave us our first GoFundMe donation, so she say she better get a shout out. So shout out to Alex motherfucking Greer, ho. Love you. Now I'm gonna say, and shout out to everybody on TikTok that's sending us a lot of love. Thank you so much to everybody that is tapping the screen, liking the live, and sharing it. We appreciate you. Um, I know POC I black. That's it. I know POC I black. I negro. I nigga. That's what the fuck I am. And this is the fuck why. You got your ass on there talking that shit about you endorsing him. And look what he just said. Same thing with you fucking Muslims. That one guy that got on here and said, I'll vote for the devil, Kamala is a bitch, all this other shit.
Yeah.
And then a few months later,
Yep.
when ICE start kicking up, he was crying. But y'all same Muslims are right now in Dearborn, Michigan. ICE is coming. And you know what? I hope they motherfucking get every last one of you motherfuckers. Every last one of you. I ain't gonna feel no type of fucking way. I'm tired of it. Y'all can say, oh, what about the kid? No. They should have thought they wasn't thinking about the fucking kids when they voted. You wasn't thinking about your children when you was being racist towards Kamala Harris, where you would say you would rather have a white man who told you up fucking front he don't want you in this fucking country, and you still voted for him any fucking way because you didn't want a black woman in charge. Now, had it been a fucking Muslim woman running, and low-key, she was black and fucking Indian, and that still wasn't enough. Same thing with you Palestinians. Y'all voted that fucking way.
Mm-hmm.
And now what the fuck is Gaza? Barely hanging the fuck on. He told you he was turning that shit into beachfront fucking property. But nah, y'all wanted the moral high ground at the expense of your own fucking people. Y'all not tired of selling out your own fucking people for proximity to whiteness you never gonna get? You're never gonna get whiteness. You could be right there up on whiteness ass. Like right up on that motherfucker. You're never gonna get it. It's never gonna rub off on you. You bitches ain't gonna wake up one day and be able to change your fucking race. You niggas ain't transracial, okay? That shit ain't gonna happen. You could be transgender, bitch, but you can't be transracial. Because if you can be transracial, then bitch, I can be transfinancial. I'm gonna go from a broke bitch to a rich bitch right like that. Cause you know what? I don't feel like I'm in a broke bitch body, and I don't like being in a broke bitch body. So you know what? I think that I'm gonna be a rich bitch. I'm just gonna change it. That's what the fuck y'all think this is. You can't. You're not transracial. You can't. You can't. You can change your gender, bitch, but you can't change your race, and you can't change your fucking ethnicity. Okay? Unless y'all on that Sammy Sosa shit, and even then, think about that. All that shit Sammy Sosa did, all that bleaching, for him to look like a fucking washed out nigga. We still see the nigga. You still got the nose, Poppy. You still got the negro features. You just look like they set you, like you just boiled the fucking black off. But you still got nigga features.
Yep.
Bitch out here looking like a peach fucking crayon. You just look washed the fuck out. You and Vibes Cartel. Y'all are, you still look like a nigga. You look like an unpigmented nigga. Imagine that shit. Just you went from a nigga to a no color nigga. But a nigga nonetheless. So I don't have no sympathy for the fucking that Somali community that did that shit to the Muslims in fucking Dearborn, Michigan. Peace, bitch. I told the Cubans raft in peace. I don't know how the fuck the rest of y'all got over here. But how the fuck you got over here? Get on the way the fuck back. However the fuck it is. I don't have no sympathy for you. Fuck the unity. Unity was November 5th, 2024. We left that right there. When y'all left us, we left y'all. Fuck that bullshit. Oh, Nikki, you're being too harsh, and this is not a time for division. Fuck y'all.
Yeah.
You getting your nigga wake up call and you bitches picking up the phone. We tried to give you a nigga to nigga wake up call, but you didn't want to pick up the phone. So now you got that crack of the nigga wake up call. You bitches picking up the phone and you're seeing how it is. And you expect us to have sympathy. Oh, well, if anybody can understand how to get treated like a nigger, it's the niggers. Well, yeah, but we ain't got no sympathy for you.
Try to
You
tell you.
gonna have to sweat this shit out. You fucking Asians, you Latinos, you Muslims, every fucking body not black. We told you so. And you didn't want to hear it. So you know what? Fuck y'all. It's gonna be fuck you. It was fuck you yesterday. It's gonna be fuck you today. It's gonna be fuck you tomorrow. It's gonna be fuck you the day after that. It's gonna be fuck you forever as far as I'm concerned. Cause there ain't no do-overs here. You legitimately went in that booth because you didn't want to take direction from a black woman. Point blank, period. You motherfuckers are getting separated from your children. You are dying in fucking inhumane prisons, makeshift ass prisons, because you didn't want a black woman running the fucking country. So you know what? You get whatever the fuck you deserve.
Yeah.
And Loki, now I mean this, you know what? I got something, but I ain't even gonna say it because I ain't trying to get kicked off the fucking live. But you know what? I'm on it. Fuck y'all. That's it.
And also, again, thank y'all for the man, Nikki. The comments are just running right now. And Trey, he's pulling them up as you see, so they do come up on the screen, so everybody can see your comments. But thank you guys for your comments again. Thank you guys for the super chats. Thank you for the guys that supporting the store as well. Also, Nikki, I don't want to get off this train yet. I need to go to the Cubans. I need to show y'all a few things going on because. This show today is about everybody that pretty much said fuck the black people are ghetto, black people are this, black people are that, but y'all move into our neighborhoods that we built. Y'all use all the resources that we help get for y'all and white people as well. Without affirmative, when I seen that shit with affirmative action, when I seen we was at the bottom of the list, when I tell you I almost threw my computer, I said, as much as y'all say, oh, you only got this job because of affirmative action and DEI, and then you find out that it was mostly white women and Latins and gays and Asians that benefited from that, and black people were at the bottom of the list.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same that happened with I think it was Stanford or Harvard, the whole thing where the white people convinced the Asians that we're the ones taking those spots, and then once they had the Asians go to the court to reverse it, then all of a sudden the Asian numbers dropped.
Yeah.
Because everybody, it's like y'all attack us. We're not the threat. Black people just want to be left the fuck alone. We don't even bother y'all. We invent everything. You go across the world. We are the most influential culture. Everybody got a goddamn rapper in their music group somewhere. Everybody's rapping in their videos and rapping in their Bollywood movies. They're doing it all. They're playing hip hop tracks. Everybody's a break dancer now. People are wearing afros. People are wearing our type of braids and stuff.
Yep.
You know, is it for every other race of people to hate us? Y'all show to use a lot of our shit. All of it.
We got to do a quick shout out to VGB 10 DST. She just gave us $10.
Come on, damn, yes.
And Miss D and Noah, Miss
new.
DJ, aka Miss DJ, she changed her name. She's Miss DJ. Noah is Miss DJ, same person. She just gave us another $2 tonight. So she is racking up. So thank y'all so much for the super chats. Thank you for everybody that is in the chat giving us love, that is engaging with us. Listen,
Hey,
if
Nikki,
you can give. If you can't, you're here. We appreciate you. That's enough for us. Just like and share. That's all we can ask for. But thank you so much, Miss VGB and Miss DJ, for the love. And thank you for everybody for the love on TikTok as well.
Hey, Nikki, make sure to whatever. Don't move your phone or whatever you touch because it started going out. I don't know if you move something. She's having sound issues. She's having sound issues right now, y'all. I think she was excited.
Don't say it. Don't fucking jinx it. Say it.
No, hey, thank y'all so much. We appreciate it. So I want to show y'all a few more videos. This is going into the Cubans. And also, I had to say this. There's also Kansas, I think he's something in Congress who has a Latin last name. They Caroline Levitt and them was thinking about deporting his ass too. So I just wanted to take a look at a few things. You know, it was a few. When I tell you 24 hours, all this shit. Wait a minute. Come on, Tony the Tiger. That's my homie right there. $50, baby. Yes. Shout out. Hey, that was so that was the friend I was telling you that said that they loved the show.
Oh my God. Thank you, Tony. Thank you so much.
Come on, man.
Hey.
Yes.
Thank you, Tony. Thank you, Miss TJ. Thank you, VTV. Thank you, everybody. Wow. Okay. Thank you.
Yes. So I want to show y'all a few. The few videos are going to be 4 videos. 2 of them are stills, and 2 of them are videos. So I want us to take a look at this, and I want to see what you guys think. Let's take a look.
Yo, as a Cuban living in Miami, I want to apologize on behalf of the rest of us that just don't see it. I don't know what it is that we don't see. The Department of Homeland Security is telling us what it is, and a lot of y'all are acting completely oblivious to the situation. So the Department of Homeland Security tweeted out, the stakes have never been higher and the goal has never been more clear. Remigration now. What is remigration, you might ask? Remigration is a European far-right concept of ethnic cleansing via the mass deportation of non-white minority populations, especially immigrants, and sometimes including those born in Europe and holding European citizenship. See, now that term has a very long history. Go ahead, look it up. But that is the gist of it, is the ethnic cleansing part. Mind you, these are the same people that came out with the Pokemon Gotta Catch 'Em All ICE deportation video. That Pokemon themselves had to come out and say like, yo, we had no part in that. And I don't know if y'all have seen the deportation videos, but they're not going around asking y'all for documents if you can't speak English. And what's even crazier is that it's like 43% of Miami doesn't speak English. Y'all think ICE isn't gonna make its way down here? They're letting us cool out for a bit because they know that a large majority of Miami is Republican. A lot of the Hispanics are Republican, but you think they're not gonna plan to come down here at some point in these next 3 years? But listen, man, all I'm saying is if you got family that doesn't speak any sort of English, look out for them. That's all. That's because they are playing games, man. They don't care if you don't look the part, if you don't sound the part, they will take you, and we will see you later, man. We'll see you when we see you, because we don't know.
All right, and I want to read this comment. This comment was actually pretty. Actually, I'm gonna read 2 of them. One person says, unfortunately, a lot of Cubans think they are more gringo than the gringos, and that they are untouchable. One person wrote a whole goddamn essay, and I'm going to read it for us. I grew up my whole life with my jaw on the floor watching other Cubans defend right-wing ideas with their whole chest. A decade ago, when Trump first got into the picture of politics, I watched him shift even further and spit out white supremacist rhetoric as well. I've listened to Cubans who don't speak a lick of English complain about how immigrants come here and take advantage of the government and the resources. All the while, they themselves are on food stamps and ACA. I watched them repeat anti-Black racist rhetoric over and over again, explaining that in this country, they are not white. No matter how light their skin is, white Americans will never consider them white. I don't know what it would take for them to get it through their heads, but I hope and pray every day that mass deportation and detention of them and their loved ones is not the only way to finally make them see. I, of course, watch other Latinos in Miami play this same tune, but man, being Cuban and growing up in Hialeah, the old Nikki, I know you're about to go in later. I can tell you the behind-the-scenes conversations were not pretty. I'm going to go to the next video. Let's take a look at this.
Senator Bernardo Moreno, originally from Bogota, Colombia, who got his U.S. citizenship at 18, has introduced a bill that would not allow for U.S. citizens to hold dual citizenship. Yes, you can't write this. Y obviamente tiene S morada, pero pues, ya sabes. U.S. Senator Bernardo Moreno.
Comments on this? Somebody says it won't pass anyways because too many of them have Israeli citizenship. Don't trust me. They're going to figure out a way around that. We're going to keep it strictly 100. Another person says, I was in an Uber the other day and the driver is on a pathway to get his citizenship, but he was talking down on other immigrants. My mind was blown. I don't understand how people care so much about themselves that they try to ruin everyone else's journey. Another person says Cubans are the best at locking the door behind themselves once they get through. And I'm gonna read this. Another person says, a few years ago, one of my colleagues, Mexican American, and I, Black American, were talking about how the governor of Texas was shipping asylum seekers all over the country when a Colombian immigrant doctor jumped into the conversation by saying, with a thick accent, they need to do something about immigration. It's just too many of them coming. I turned and looked at her, I'm sure with my face saying it all, to which she responded, I know my family are immigrants, but we came here to help people. It's just too much. It's just too much. I never looked at her the same after that. Shake my head. It's crazy to hear people talk about their own people like that. And the last ones are still images. So this is a Republican mayor in Kansas facing deportation over voter fraud. This is Joe Cabellos, a longtime Republican and small town mayor in Kansas. He is facing felony voter fraud charges and possible deportation from the presidential administration he voted for. And I think that Homeland Security, when I was reading this, Homeland Security is involved with his deportation. And he's a Republican. So I just want you guys to keep that in mind. They don't care. They want you guys out of here. They don't care about none of that. If you ain't white, their type of white, you're out of here. Lastly, somebody put this up, and this was facts. So Caroline Levitt, you're not either a U.S. citizen or not. You can't be a U.S. citizen and a citizen of another country. Fact check: Melania Trump and Barron Trump have dual citizenship, the U.S. and Slovenia. Now, somebody else says they never feel their pronouncements apply to themselves. Rules for thee, but not for me. Somebody else says she never heard of dual citizenship. And another person says the U.S. has historically never recognized people as having dual citizenship, even prior to this administration. So I want to just take a quick moment to speak about a few things here, because there was a lot that happened there. Somebody said that the Cubans are finally waking up. It's a little too late for that. It's a little too late. I mean, at the end of the day, you guys have really, you fucked yourselves over. The Hispanic community, Mexicans, Guatemalan, all you messed yourselves over. It is what it is at this point. Somalians, you messed yourselves over. People like DJ Khaled and Palestinians, and for the life of me, every time I see his big ass on TV, he gets on my. He's just so irritated. No, the best. Shut your ass up. You can't even see nothing about the people over there being deported. He's a coward. I'm sorry. You ain't never seen Black people that literally, as a collective, sat there and watched their people get hurt like that. There's a lot of people that's doing that. And then also in this, also in the post as well, you hear a lot where people were saying these people are deporting their own. You hear Cuban Americans deporting their own. I spoke about this, I think 2 shows ago. Down here on Figueroa, the Latin people seen that another Hispanic was opening up a food truck, and what did they do so they didn't have to have competition? They called ICE on their competition to get them out of here. The same with the fucking Vietnamese nail shop down the street. 2 Vietnamese nail shops. Everybody's eating, right? No, Vietnamese nail shop didn't like that shit. What they do, they call ICE. And now when I tell you everything, the door was kicked in, glass, all that, everything was on the floor. Once the store was cleared out, everybody was in there stealing from there because there was nobody to work it. They deported everybody. I said, it's your own people doing this to y'all. Y'all are so busy. I'm telling you, one thing I'm gonna say about racist white folks in general, they did a number on their asses. They did a number on all of us. They got us over here fighting while they over here just watching us fight, and while we're over here fighting each other, they sit here picking us off one by one, snatching the children, snatching men and women, snatching them and just shipping them off. Because everybody didn't have enough common sense to see what was really going on. Everybody wanted to be white so bad, but we kept telling you, and the Black said it multiple times, your ass will never be white, ever, period. It's never going to happen. And most of them ain't even really white. You start going through some of these family trees and family histories and stuff, see, and I'm going to show this later in the show, you start to see that people are passing for white when their great-great-grandfather or mother was Black. Nikki, go ahead.
Okay, well, before we get started, shout out to Alexander and Light Mocha that just each gave us $10. So we got 2 more super chats. So y'all are really killing it tonight. Thank you so much. Thank you, TikTok, for all the love. Thank you, YouTube, for all the love. It's so much where to begin. As a born and raised in Miami, still here in Hialeah, which is literally the Miami version of Cuba. Yeah, they still have the fucking flags. They still have their Trump flags. They still, they're not waking up the way they want it to be seen. That young man is now the younger generation, perhaps, but the older ones that went out and voted, they're always gonna think that they're there. We got another super chat with Tanya. Thank you.
Oh, Nikki, 1 second. 1 second. I want to read Light Mocha's comment as well. He said,
Okay.
everybody get your passports. Pay for that shit on Zip or Klarna if it's tight, but get it done before these crazy ass Sprite folks cut it off. That is true. And he said, no way. And then HACF, same. I don't care either. Putin said back in 2005 that he wanted to be back in power of Russia and wanted Ukraine. No one believed him. That's true. Then, like Mocha says, that's why Black Americans need to insulate and keep everybody else out. And Tanya, thank you for the super chat as well. We appreciate everything. Go ahead, Nikki. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
That's okay. Yeah. So it's too little, too late for all of these people, especially the Cubans, because you motherfuckers are the worst. Because you think that you are the white of all Latinos. Y'all think y'all are more in proximity to whiteness than motherfucking Puerto Ricans, and they got U.S. citizenship, bitch. How the fuck you think you trumping, no pun intended, motherfuckers that's literally U.S. citizens? Y'all literally get out that fucking boat. And you act, you're here because of niggas. You niggas with accents. And you here because of us. And you look down on us. You look down on the sisters, but you motherfuckers are on it. You just don't want nobody to know that you on it. Because you love the fucking narrative that you touch the goddamn sand and overnight you got successful businesses. Everybody is 20 cars in the fucking yard because y'all all stay together and all type of shit. And you act like you don't have that luxury because of black people. I don't care how much you dye your hair. I don't care how much you try to lighten your fucking skin. If you are a Cuban that can pass, and still at the end of the day, they can tell their own.
Yes, they can.
They can tell, just like we can tell. They can tell. We know a nigga when we see one. They know a non-cracker when they fucking see one. And if it's one thing a white person gonna do, I don't give a fuck. If it is one thing a white person gonna do, is get white on you, because there's going to be a time as soon as you think that you done got a little too familiar, and you start thinking that you fucking la familia, they gonna fucking let you know, no wetbacks in this bitch.
Yeah.
That's what they gonna tell you. You still think that y'all are better. Y'all are still holding on to this thing with whiteness. And again, and I keep saying it, the ones that look like they could get in proximity to whiteness, like if you look at Marco Rubio, ain't shit white about that motherfucker. Not even his goddamn name. Marco Rubio. Nothing. I don't know the amount of dicks he had to suck to get where he is, but he was doing it. I don't give a fuck, because he's too stupid to goddamn live to do it on his fucking own. But you have a person like that with that skin tone, ain't shit white passing about him. Nothing. And y'all still, it be y'all that look like you Celia Cruz looking motherfuckers, darker than me. And you gonna look down on me? I know you fucking lying. Ain't no way in the fucking world your skin is darker than me, hair coarser than mine.
Yeah.
I know black, I Cuban. I know black, I Dominican. I know black, I Puerto Rican. I know black, I going the fuck back. How about that? I know black, I going back. I know black, I going back. That's what the fuck is gonna be. That's the song I got for y'all. I know black, I going back. Cause that's exactly what the fuck y'all gonna do. Something happened with TikTok because our live ended.
Oh, let me see here. 1 second. Says it's sending data, so 1 second.
We sorry, y'all. Oh my god, we gotta get everything back.
No, it probably takes. I think TikTok probably took it off.
Oh shit! Did our live get? Oh dang! Did our live get banned?
Yeah. Let me tell you something. It says unable to connect. When I tell you, we get targeted by racist white folks so much on this show. It's not even funny. And I pray I wouldn't put it past you that some somebody that was Cuban or Latin probably complain. People hate to hear the truth.
Wow. Okay. Well, we going. Let me find out what's going on here.
Well, no, just do it later. Just do it later because
okay.
we're well up 2
Yeah,
hours.
but yeah, that's how it is. I have no sympathy. Don't care. It is what it is. Y'all, this is what y'all chose, and you finding out too little, too late. And I don't care how many times y'all come back and be like, "Oh, no." You're finding out. You fucked around. You're gonna have to find out on your own. We don't want to hear it.
Yeah, absolutely. And so, we're done talking about that. I promise you, I think you're going to log in and they're going to say, oh, we cut your live off. I promise you, because one thing I noticed about people, especially like with other minorities, we just call ourselves black. We're not people of color. We're not none of that. That's them, the rest of them. When it comes down to keeping it strictly 100 with people, don't like people keeping it real with them. We know we have a lot of white folks. You had somebody yesterday, a white man seeked out your content just to cuss you out, just to call you a name or something. This is the stuff that we go through. So I want to show what happened in the recent election that everybody was talking about. This today is more of just political stuff today. Normally we speak about racial stuff and black stuff, but we also speak about political stuff on the show as well because this is important. There's a lot of stuff that's affecting everybody right now. So let's take a look at this. And I'll take a look at the first video. Now, that was at the beginning of last night's, they're called special elections in Tennessee. And then this is how it ended. All those people talking about how they came, farmers, white people, we can't feed our children. We SNAP benefits. We need all these things and need this and need that. Well, guess what happened? They voted overwhelmingly for this. When you look at the map, Nashville was the only ones that voted correctly. Everybody else in the rural counties with Jim Bob and them and Betty Sue and Bubba and House and all them all voted red. All of them. That's why I said if J.D. Vance take your farm, oh well, it is what it is. He takes your farm, we don't care no more. If they take your land, if you got to live in poverty, I'm just to the point. I have no empathy and sympathy for stupidity no more. You voted for this. This is what you want. You're continuing to vote for this. The Latins the other day, they voted for this as well. I mean, this is what it is. And so then I'm going to show one more video, and then we're going to talk about it.
All my millennials to the front, please. Please. Thank you. We didn't get the result we wanted tonight, but there's something very important to be learned, that Afton Bain took a gerrymandered red district from a +22 on the Republican side to a +8. Did you notice how the Macy's Day Parade was programmed to all of our music? It's because we're the adults in the room now. We are the adults in the room now. And what this means is don't forget these red states. Don't say, oh, well, it's so red here, there's no chance I'll win. Run against them. Many of these bitches are running unopposed. Make them spend their money because their money is the only thing they care about. I do not want you to drop your chin. This is a win. No one thought that this race could possibly be this close. It was supposed to be a landslide, but it had the Republicans so scared they were flying in Mike Johnson and holding private meetings in gated mansions because they were so worried about what the result would be. Millennials, you have to step to the plate and run. Run. And I know it's like you have to overcome the millennial imposter syndrome that we're not qualified for anything and we're not good at anything. The entire Trump administration is less qualified than you are. A news host is the Secretary of War committing war crimes. Understand that power that you want to represent you and your family and your neighborhood will not be given to you. You have to take it because the people in power will look you dead in the face and say, I will do things for you as long as you're quiet and you submit and you make yourself smaller and you don't do anything I like as long as you don't push back. It never fucking works that way. You have to stand in their face and say, no, I deserve this. I deserve this voice. I have an opportunity to push back. Do not let them run these races unopposed. I don't care if it's the fucking school board. Do not let them run these races unopposed. Fight back. We are the adults in the room. We are the one generation who has lived through catastrophe after broken economy, and we've been handed shambles and then blamed for the fact that we can't buy houses because of avocado toast, as if avocado toast isn't significantly cheaper than a fucking house. This is hope. This is all about that red districts can absolutely be run if we push back. We cannot be mad at not being represented by these old geriatric white folks if we're not out running against them. Let me be your auntie right now. We can turn the tide. We are the next rulers. Power will not be given to you from the powerful out of generosity and conscience because they don't have one. You have to take it. I need all my...
And I want to read some of the comments before we start. A progressive non-Christian and anti-country music candidate came close to winning in a deep red Tennessee. This is huge, and that is. Somebody said, you can run. You're the smartest person in the room, sincerely. Then another person says, it's so interesting to have to tell a generation of almost 40-year-olds we're adults because it doesn't feel like it. So, Nikki, we have an update of what happened with the TikTok. What happened?
Yes, our live access has been removed until December 6th. So we cannot go live on TikTok until Saturday for bullying and harassment. So we have our access has been removed for violating community guidelines. So I guess we pissed off that Cubans. We pissed off that Cubans. I know black. I go back.
Your sound is messed up.
I'll be writing a song. I'll write a song for that. Thank you. You know what? It's they don't want to hear the truth. And that's fine. Can you hear me?
It's messed up. It has that static. But yeah, me and Nikki and them was talking while she's getting that fixed. Me and Nikki was talking about it. They took it down because of bullying, harassment. And this is what I be telling y'all. This is the stuff we go through. Just because you're speaking the truth to people, people get upset. People get offended by facts. I don't fucking understand that. I mean, like, you guys overwhelmingly voted against your own interest. You got your own abuelo, abuela, whatever you want to call it, deported. You're the reason why your children is being snatched from you. And you're sitting here, they will come to our lives, and there was white folks the other day that was calling her all types of names. They will come to our lives to seek out our content. If you don't like it, just go find something else. But they gotta, I gotta complain. I just have to say something. I'm so upset. Then be upset. I'm so sick of that stuff to where we have to sit here and kiss y'all butts and everything to make y'all feel better. I mean, that's just not going to work. Nikki, say something real quick.
Can you hear me?
Perfect. We hear you perfect.
Okay.
Now, I was just telling them about the live issue and stuff, because I told them that you get a lot of bullying, harassment stuff. And then when we sit there and complain, this is why we call Facebook and Instagram Meta MAGA, because they are, I mean, literally, they be having racist people. They will sit here and call us the N-word. We got threats that they're going to kill us. They're going to shoot us, all types of things. We will sit there and we will say, hey, this person is doing something. They say they're going to do something violent. You know what Meta MAGA say and what TikTok and all them say? We can't take this down. We don't see that nothing's wrong with this. I'm telling y'all, something is wrong with the United States right now. We are in some trouble.
America, you in danger, girl.
You in danger, I'm telling you.
Yeah, it's and I'm still. We're not gonna stop. Like, we're not gonna stop. This is why we're doing this on YouTube, even though YouTube be on some stupid shit. Like, I put my new podcast episode out today. So if you haven't heard it after the show, they put, mind you, it's 25 minutes. It gave me a restriction, and you have to be 18 years old and signed in to listen. Mind you, the Knick-Knack After Dark episode called me cum slut, full monetization. But no, they don't know what they want to do. But because in that episode I'm talking about the government and government assistance, now there's a problem, and it's just everything. Again, this is, I think it was a show called The High Castle or something on Amazon, where they did it as though if we didn't conquer Germany, so basically Hitler won and took over a fraction of America. And I never watched it because I don't like those type of show, like what if type of shows. But that's what we are. Like, I couldn't even watch Idiocracy because it started to feel like a fucking horror movie, and it's a comedy. And I'm just I'm just, it's frustrating, and I know I get frustrated, but We're here on YouTube. We're building a community here. Our ultimate goal is to be able to see you guys in person because they can't ban that. If we do
Yeah,
live shows, if we see you guys, if we're going state to state and traveling and bringing our message to the people, that's what we ultimately want to do. That's what we want to do. That's why we want this podcast to grow and grow so that we can be the voice of people that are afraid to say what we say, or maybe
exactly.
they don't have the articulation to say what we say. But I'm not gonna be silenced. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna say it the way that I say it. I'm not gonna sugarcoat shit for you motherfuckers. I'm not going to do it. And that makes white people nervous. When you have a black woman that is not afraid of white people, that is not afraid of the system, they are going to do everything in their fucking power to. Let me tell you something. The minute a white person makes me scared, I'm packing all this shit the fuck up. And I ain't got no intention of doing that. They want to take the live down. They done shadow banned us. They're all fucking ready. We barely getting views. I still post over there because I want people, I want y'all to still see us. So we're trying. We're
Yeah,
posting content. But you literally have to search for us. You have to go and share our posts with your family and friends. Share our page because that's the only way they're going to see it. They're trying to shut us down at every turn. And you know what? We're not going to be stopped because look at you all tonight with these super chats. Y'all don't have to do that, but y'all did it because y'all
amen.
believe in what we're doing. And that's all we need is for y'all to believe in what we're doing. This started out as an idea, and this is a business. I'm not working right now, so trust and believe. I'm not asking y'all to fund a life. We ain't trying to fund lifestyles here. We really legitimately want to be able to do this because it is a full-time job. I really want y'all to understand. You might think I know I make y'all laugh, you see a post that's 3 minutes to 5 minutes, but that takes a lot of work. We have to do our graphics. We want everything to be right for y'all. We want it to be professional looking. We don't give you anything that is not worthy of your consumption, and it
Exactly.
takes time. Trust me. We working to do these shows every day. It is the best decision because we wanted you guys when you get off work to be able to relax with us, hear us, be on your yes, Patreon. HHC said it. That's right. Patreon is next. Because you know what? That's what we're gonna have to hit up.
Yeah,
So that we are completely uncensored.
exactly.
Because I can't believe they removed that lie. We have been talking about shit. The thing is,
Yeah,
we talked about worse shit. That's how you know it's the Latinos. They are upset. They do not, they are the one population that
be
don't
upset.
want to be told.
Be upset at their fucking selves. You voted for your own interests. I mean, like, how could you, like, a clear example, Pennsylvania. How could you see them? When I tell you they didn't say anti-immigration, they just said immigrants. Look at these immigrants. They're dangerous. It was almost on every single commercial. I mean, you'll watch the show, next commercial, immigrants. Then there'll be another commercial about Tampax or something. Commercial about immigrants. And they said immigrants. They didn't say illegals. They didn't say immigrants. Be mad at yourselves. Y'all seen yourselves on TV and you was like, you know what? I'm going to vote against my own interests. Why don't I just go ahead and vote for me to be deported? And if I have a tattoo, they can just come pick my ass up. That was fucking stupid. I mean, how do you seek out? How do you not like people telling you the truth? If somebody says, "Hey, your breast stink," I would want somebody to say, "Hey, you need to get some mints in," because I would want to make sure that that's taken care of. And
Exactly.
you have people that get mad at you when I tell them about their hygiene. I say, "Hey, you kind of musty under there." No, I ain't stinking up. Whatever. I get
If
to the
that's
point
what
with
you
people
want,
right now.
we don't have time. I don't have. Let me tell you something. We don't have time for feelings here. We're not doing that. That went out the window. Black people have been polite too fucking long to y'all. You
Way too
Latinos are mad because we telling you the fucking truth. You're mad because you know we're right. You're mad because you know you don't have the proximity to whiteness that you think you do. So you got to front like you still got it because you don't want to admit that you finally getting treated like fucking niggers with accents that you actually are, with the hard fucking ER.
that
You
part.
don't want to admit that the white people you idolize are treating you like the fucking niggers with accents that you are. Bottom line. And you could get mad and best believe I will be posting on fucking TikTok. The live got taken down because of the fucking Latinos. And let me tell you, when I have a video, it is on it is on my YouTube, but it is also on my Instagram. Bitch underscore happens. It's called Ice Ice Baby. It is a pinned video that is
Yeah.
almost at 800,000 views. I
Yeah.
encourage you to watch it. Let me tell you how mad them motherfucking Oyays was. And you, yeah, I said Oyays. I fucking said it on camera this time, bitch. I'm bringing the kitchen table talk because y'all got me real fucked up tonight. Y'all got, now it's on and fucking popping, bitch. You motherfucking Oyays got so in your motherfucking feelings at a black woman telling you about your ass. They was all in them comments calling me everything but a fucking child of God. And let me tell you one more thing to anybody watching this shit and you feel some type of way. I'm a fat bitch. I was fat yesterday. I'm fat today. I'm gonna be fucking fat tomorrow. That's how the fuck it is. It's a million and one ways to call me fat, but it's only one way to call me wrong, and you motherfuckers can't. That's why you gotta call me fat. I don't give a fuck. I am. I'm a big bitch with a big mouth, and I'm a fucking use it. You goddamn right. I don't give a fuck about y'all calling me fat. I don't care about none of that shit. I'm still right. Y'all are niggers with accents, and you got fucking played, and you allowed yourself to get fucking played, and that's why you mad with niggas for telling you that you got fucking played. You are not white. I don't give a fuck how much peroxide you put in your goddamn hair. I don't give a fuck how much you lighten your goddamn skin. I don't give a fuck if you change your from fucking Usnavi to Leslie. You're still a fucking nigga with a goddamn accent, and they know it. Don't come over here acting like you motherfuckers come here and clean goddamn toilets. It's a job, but you ain't gonna sit here and fucking front like you ain't that ain't what y'all over here doing. Y'all don't come over here and be fucking executives. And for y'all to be that many bitches to get a live taken down because you don't want a black woman in your fucking ass, I'ma stay on your motherfucking necks. I'ma stay on your refugee ass fucking necks. You goddamn right. The day I take my size 9 off a fucking Cuban neck, you know I'm in the goddamn ground. Fuck y'all. I got my necks on you goddamn, oh yes, I got my necks on you fucking Mexicans. I got my necks on you goddamn crackers. My foot on y'all fucking, all of it. Cause I'm tired of y'all. Fuck y'all. Y'all getting exactly, you get what the fuck you deserve. When they come and scoop all you motherfuckers up, hey, I ain't seen shit. I hate the fact that the children gotta be involved, but y'all voted for this shit. You voted for your fucking abuela to get taken away. You wanna come on this motherfucker, crying, oh, my daddy, he's been here for 30 years and he's sick. Well, he voted for Trump. Let the bitch die where the fuck he is. I don't give a fuck if you got cancer. No chemo for you, bitch. Sorry. That's exactly what the fuck. Go die in alligator Alcatraz. That's what the fuck you bitches voted for. And that's exactly what the fuck you gonna get. Fuck you. And fuck your arroz con pollo. Fuck you in the Maria boat lift. I don't give a goddamn. Fuck you. Raft and peace on that bitch. You can call me whatever the fuck you want. But guess what? You call me whatever you want, bitch. I'm safe. They ain't coming for me. They coming for you. They coming for motherfucking Tia, Tio, Abuela, Abuelo, whatever the fuck. They coming for you motherfuckers, okay? They coming for you. They ain't coming for me. You could get mad all goddamn day. I'm so sick of you motherfuckers. You don't want somebody telling you the goddamn truth. You fucked up. We didn't fuck up. You fucked up. You left a dictatorship to come over here and vote for a motherfucking dictator and you want sympathy from me? Fuck you and the unwashed Cuban pussy you came from, bitch. Fuck you and your Cuban Missile Crisis pussy, ho. I don't give a fuck how you feel about what the fuck I gotta say about you. I don't give a fuck. And I'ma keep saying it. You can get mad all fucking day long, okay? I'll talk about you, your fucking ancestors. I don't give a goddamn. You was racist. You didn't want a black woman in charge. You wanted to vote for the motherfucker that sent you packing. Then let him send you packing. And this time, I hope he don't send you back to fucking Cuba. As a matter of fact, I hope he send you motherfuckers to Africa. Go be with the niggas. Go be with the original niggas. I hope he sends you to fucking Africa, where they a part of Africa where they don't even fucking speak English, bitch. Go learn Swahili, ho. Go salsa dance your ass over there, bitch. Go pick up a motherfucking what it is. What the fuck? The fucking maracas. Go cha-cha your ass over the fuck over there. That's exactly what I hope he do. I hope they put you in every other fucking place but besides where your fucking people at. I hope they go put you with some niggas and let you see how the fuck it is when we running the goddamn show. I'm tired of you Latinos. I'm tired of you fucking Muslims with the Arabs, the fucking Palestinians, all you anti-black motherfuckers. Fuck you. Y'all getting exactly what you deserve. You got your fucking personal people of color ass up here. Oh, Donald Trump, we're gonna vote for him. And then now he talking cash money shit about you. And now you want to garner up sympathy from fucking niggas. We ain't got none. We don't see you. The only boots we putting on the ground, bitch, is some goddamn cowboy boots with a fucking fan in our hand. Other than that, fuck y'all. We not going outside for y'all. We not rallying for y'all. We ain't raising no money for y'all. I ain't doing a goddamn thing. Nothing. I'm Helen Keller to the bullshit. I can't see shit. I can't say shit.
Jesus.
I don't give a fuck. You could take that how you like. Oh, that's too harsh. You're being too mean. No, I'm not. I ain't being. As a matter of fact, I'm not being mean enough. If you even think that's fucking possible. And trust me, it is. I'm being real light on you motherfuckers. Very light. Because if I could say what the fuck I really wanted to say, you really be mad at me. I don't give a fuck. I've been here my whole fucking life. I've been in Dade County 45 fucking years. And you bitches been the same all 45 of them motherfuckers. Ever since y'all came over here in a goddamn hall on the goddamn 80s, y'all been on that same bullshit. Fuck y'all. All right, we can move on to the next video.
I wanted to
Vision say, you know what? I don't even know what to do. I don't even, fuck it. Yeah, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. We live, bitch. I had to get it off my chest. Thank you, Truth Hurts.
thank you, Truth Hurts. Thank you, HACF. I wanted to read y'all comments, but Tyrone, all y'all, Light Mocha, I wanted to read y'all comments. There was a lot going down. Miss DJ, but I had to let her eat that. And Tony the Tiger, you too. Thank you so much again.
Gather yourself. I was a lot. I'm sorry. My bad. I was, he had. Sometimes you gotta let me off. You gotta let me get him off one time. Share this live with every fucking body, okay? Make sure the replay is gonna be like 10 minutes after the replay be up. Share the fuck out this motherfucker, please.
What I'm going to do is I was gonna start because this white girl was talking about her people, but I'm gonna put some energy into this. And I'll switch back to it.
I don't want Ike out, y'all.
No, but that needs to happen. I mean,
yeah,
literally,
we organic over here. We organic. It's live, baby.
How do you? For the life of me, how do you go to somebody's page or their content or whatever? You say all the racist things you want to say to them. You call them out of their name. You say whatever they want. And then you go, when they get in your ass, you go to TikTok and you go to Meta MAGA, Facebook or whatever, and you go to them and you complain about us to get our page taken down. Who fucking does that? That is some bitch shit. I'm sorry. You needed to cook on that. That's all I can say. You needed to cook on that. And I'm glad I let you have your time on that. If anybody is on TikTok and y'all know anybody that was watching the live or whatever, I know, Nikki, you're going to do a post on it. Please tell them to come to YouTube. This is where we're funneling everything out anyways. If they're on Instagram, please tell them we're funneling everything here anyways, because what they've been doing, I can't do lives on Instagram. I've never had issues with my account ever for years. I can't do lives no more. I can barely do posts now. I can barely do comments. They said they took my monetization. I said, y'all weren't paying me shit anyway, so what fucking difference did it make? I was like, okay, whatever. You can take that shit away. Y'all don't pay nobody there. No way. Most of the people that's on Instagram and Facebook, they make most of their money from sponsorship deals from people that see that they have millions of views. But I'm going to take a look at this. This is something that's happening in Asia. Just to change the mood a little bit, because Nikki, I want to get Nikki's energy up, because I know you was steaming. I know you was steaming. So I'll get Nikki's energy up, and then we're going to come right back to this discussion. And I just want to take a look. And guys, please let me know what you think about this as well. This is happening in China.
In China, this girl is too fat. This girl, too dark. And this girl is too short, according to Chinese social media. How unhinged are the beauty standards here in China? Shushu breaks it down. Chinese people love their standardized tests. And for better or worse, beauty is also a test. Yes, there are literally beauty tests that are going viral all over social media. Pass the test and you're an S-tier baddie. Fail it and you're definitely mid. So, what are the 4 most insane beauty tests that Chinese girls swear by? First is the A4 paper test. Hold a piece of A4 paper in front of your waist. If you can no longer see your waist, you pass. And no, ain't no way you're holding that paper in landscape. Portrait mode only. Would you pass? Similar to the A4 test is the belly button test. Can you wrap your arm all the way behind your back and touch your belly button? Nails don't count. If so, you've got a waist that Chinese social media worships. Then there is the fish and collarbone test, or 锁骨养鱼. How does it work? Basically, is your collarbone deep enough that a fish could swim inside? If so, then you're a big freaking deal in China. The hashtag 锁骨杀 literally means your collarbone is so sexy. It kills. Are you a fan? Finally, we've got the 冷白皮 or cool skin test. Is your skin a warm tan tone? Or is it a cool, pale, almost blue tone? If you're cool toned, then congratulations. You'll be glazed to no end in China. Bonus points if you have visible veins through your pale skin.
Ew.
It's low-key a niche that some guys and girls get way too into. So yeah, Chinese beauty standards are next level. And honestly, doing way too much, in my opinion. Because everyone's beautiful in their own way, right? And no shot I'm letting some random social media challenge tell me I'm chopped. That's what the mirror's for. But what do you think? Dig it or nah? In China...
All right, so I want to read some of these comments. Somebody said, what are the tests for men? I want to know that too. In the Caribbean and Black culture, these beauty standards will have everyone praying for you and delivering food to you privately. Our differences are what makes us fun. That's true. A lot of people at the morgue fulfill those requirements. That's true. And one other person says, we need to see Chinese beauty standards for men. We are no longer interested in unrealistic beauty standards for women. And I think, you know what, I will say this. I think that it is unfair for women in general. Women have been picked on for so long. 1 minute, first of all, being big used to be praised in the 1800s. Everybody's forgetting how it used to look. Having a fat ass used to be praised around that time. The women with the whole corsets and the bust, y'all forgetting why that was there in the first place, because white men seen the desirability of Black women and they were lusting after Black women, and white women said, no, we can't have that. So they bony asses got in those little skirts or whatever, but they made it, kind of go out to where it looked like the Black woman. I forgot her name. She was really famous. I think they had put her in the zoo or something like that. It was really messed up. But that's where that beauty standard come from. Now you have to be pale. Then you have to have a tan skin. It's just like it's becoming too much. Now, when it comes to Asian men, and most of the women that I know that have had sex with Asian men, they need to stop. I mean, you can't. There's too much you can do with this. I mean, literally. I mean, you ain't doing nothing with that. That's why a lot of them can't hold on to it. Like when they come over here to America, they see that the Asian women is going for these other guys. I mean, there's only so much a little dick can do. I'm just keeping it real with you. So, Nikki, what do you think?
Yeah, them Asian beauty standards are ridiculous. Like when he kept going through the shades, nigga, it's fucking lighter and ghost, bitch. Like how we. It's and Asian culture is very different because I mean I ain't gonna lie, them motherfucking skincare popping, okay?
Oh, yeah,
Y'all
the
got
problem.
that. I ain't even gonna hold you, but the beauty standards is like being super thin and you can't be, and you could tell the Asians that have come over here and gotten Americanized because they overweight or they get comfortable. Not saying they don't have that in over there, but it's very like this rigorous thing that everybody got to look. And I don't know. Yeah, the skin bleaching over there is fucking ridiculous. It's like, bitch, y'all already white. You want to be invisible out this motherfucker? Because that's the next step is to be clear, bitch. Because you can't. And like this whole glass skin thing, it's very fucking weird. Now they can, I believe, like with their culture, they can get away with that because it just seems like that's something that's for them. But you walking around here as a like, I don't get like you would rather be an American or whatever, and you walking around with this glassy greasy ass skin. You paying all this money, just take some motherfucking Vaseline and rub on your goddamn face if that's what we doing. Because you paying all this money to look like that. And then it's just like, and I think honestly, when you look at what it is, Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande, the anorexia is coming back. The anorexia, the white girls, the pro, because I was like, what the fuck is pro Anna? And then I
Yeah.
was like, oh shit, anorexic. But it's coming back because I don't know what would it be, and I say this as a person that when I was younger, I literally lost 50 pounds. So I went to freshman year in high school fat. I came back sophomore year like a fucking stick. Like I had was serving clavicle. You could put some change up in here, okay? And I didn't want that. I like having curves. Can I stand to lose a little bit of weight? Yeah. But I like my curves. I've never been as much as I got as a child every day. You're fat, you're fat, you're fat. No man is gonna want you, no man is gonna marry you. You're not gonna have, you're fat every fucking day of my life. Even growing up with that, I had to learn practically in my 40s to like my body and like being a black woman and have curves. And because if you look at a white woman, even if you pay attention to racist people, when white men make jokes to black women, they think calling us fat is the ultimate insult. Because if you call a white woman fat, she'll lose her fucking mind. If you call a white woman fat, she is ready to, oh my God, have a nervous breakdown.
I went to HR.
She is
I'm
going
going
to
to HR.
HR. And it's like, oh my God, my ass is getting big. And I'm sitting here looking at, well, where's the ass? I
Yeah.
love when they be like, oh my God, I have such a fat ass. And I be like, well, is the ass in the room with us? Cause all I see is the long back. Is the ass, how the fuck you standing and sitting at the same goddamn time? Cause that's all you got is a goddamn back. No ass. But again, we are different in our culture. And I don't know at what point the fat phobia took over because having a big body was a sign of health. Being skinny wasn't healthy. Having curves was a sign of health. But now all of a sudden, well, if you just fat, you're unhealthy, you're this and you that or whatever. It's like, look, I'm hungry. I'm a motherfucking eat, bitch. You take me, listen, a man take me on a date. Well, I got a fiance now, but he take me on a date. He's like, you know what? I love you because you can eat. I know when I take you to a restaurant, you're gonna eat some goddamn food. You ain't gonna be sitting around here shuffling no goddamn salad on a plate. Cause nothing about me is salads only. I eat one, don't get it fucked up, but just a salad? No. I'm fucking it up. And if you don't count calories over here, bitch, because I'll move on to your fucking plate. Don't play with a bitch. But yeah, that Asian shit, y'all gotta tighten up because you can't get no lighter. Like yeah,
and
I don't
and,
you
and
after a while
having
you gonna disappear.
what they call it, well, seeing your veins through your body and it all like kind of wrinkly and that's corsal veins is what they start. I think it's called corsal veins. It doesn't look very good, but it's like it looks like just zigzags. It's not a good look. So when you start getting older and having pale skin like that, it's going to look really nasty on them.
Yeah, because it's gonna come out more. Because the older you get, the veins.
It looks disgusting. I wish them luck because like you stated before, their skincare, the face card, they got the face card. I'm gonna give them that, but the rest of it is lacking. It just looked like what's that? Corpse Bride. You remember with the
Yes,
bones?
that's what the fuck they be.
It
That's
looks a
what they be
mess.
looking for, and it's just like, no.
It's
But
not
see,
an
that's the one
attractive
thing
look.
I love about being black, cause black don't fucking crack. You can't tell how old we are. The older we get, you still be trying to tell. A fucking white woman, bitch, I can't tell if you 47 or 74.
Caroline Levitt.
Yes. Ain't no way
She's
in the fucking world. Well, you know what? She married to a damn 60, 70-year-old. So you know what? She probably aging in fucking pride. She already aging cause she an evil bitch. But you
yeah.
add that on top of it. Cause you can't be doing no young shit when your fucking husband is damn near 60, 70 years old.
Yeah, that's I
That
don't know.
bitch going to bed the same time Trump is.
And Truth Hurts, she says, frail and feeble, or are they all dope heads? I know a crackhead when I see one. And Light Mocha laughed at it. And then Miss DJ, this is why other people come to this country with the attitudes they have with Black Americans. We are all talked about so bad in other countries, and that is true. and travel status. Nikki girl, I went in on these Eastern Europeans to talking shit to them Eastern European hoes be coming over here lying and scamming, stealing because put in the other Eastern European countries. Travel, I'm gonna have you rewrite that. I'm gonna have you rewrite that, okay? And I'm gonna reread it for you, okay? I'm gonna have you rewrite it, okay? But thanks for it. So what I want to do is I want to show, there's been this guy's created the series called White Passing. It is so damn good. I don't know if you ever seen it on your feed, but it's called White Passing. So what he does is he takes people that are white passing, whether they're black or Latin or whatever, and they became like celebrities or affluent or something, but he tells you what they did in their journey. He does the research. Very good. I want to show you guys. So I thought this was really good and really important because I have a lot of family members that's white passing, and I have some that don't even claim black. They just claim white. So let's take a look at this and see what you think.
White Passing Hall of Fame would like to give our highest possible honors for extraordinary achievements in white passing to Ellen Craft. She walked out of slavery and into freedom by pretending to be white and male and rich and disabled on one wild 4-day journey. This is the most ingenious escape plan in the history of slavery. And a wild story. In 1848, Ellen Craft was a 22-year-old enslaved woman in Macon, Georgia. She was the daughter of a slave master and an enslaved woman. She also had a 24-year-old husband, William Craft, an enslaved carpenter whose owner let him do jobs around town. His owner kept most of the money, but he was able to make a few dollars. William said to Ellen, we could escape if we could get people to think you're white. She sure did look white. But in 1848, no respectable white woman would be traveling alone with a black servant. But if Ellen could also pass for a man, it was an extremely dangerous idea. If they were caught, they might be sent to prison, they might be sent to a harsh plantation, and they were going to be traveling on a train amongst the whites, hiding in plain sight. How could this possibly work? Over a period of weeks, William went out and bought a man's coat, a man's suit jacket, a man's trousers, a top hat, and green spectacles. Meanwhile, Ellen practiced white posture. She had slaved for years as a maid in her sister's house. Yeah, she was owned by her sister. That had required her to be good at shrinking. Now she wanted to rise. On her trip, she would have to evoke entitled white man who bows to no one. She had to have that vibe of, how dare you question me? I'm a white man. But Ellen could not read or write because it was against the law to teach slaves such things. So if she were handed a document that she had to read or sign, the whole thing would fall apart. They decided to pretend that her arm was injured and that her head was injured too, so people would leave her alone. In the days before their journey, they rehearsed over and over. The whole thing relied on Ellen's performance. She was going to have to perform whiteness, masculinity, class privilege, and having multiple disabilities out in the real world while a sword of Damocles hung over her head, because if she failed, they would go to hell. Her freedom, her entire life relied on her passing. On December 21st, 1848, after Ellen and William had asked for a few days off from their peoples, Ellen cut her hair short and dyed it and got dressed in men's clothes. She had a man's suit, a top hat, and those green glasses. She put her right arm in a sling and bandaged her head. Finally, she was ready for the journey to freedom. Ellen dressed up like a white man. Oh, sorry, wrong picture. They boarded a train in Macon that was heading to Savannah. They had a little money from William's carpentry work. On that train, the white passengers and conductors treated Ellen like a sickly young slave master and thought nothing of her slave standing by. In Savannah, they transferred to another train where Ellen had to sit at a table with white people and eat lunch. People tried to drag her into small talk, but she demurred. In Charleston, they boarded a new train. Suddenly, there were a lot of slave masters around. One of them called Ellen out and said, "It doesn't make any sense that you're taking your slave up north. It's a lot easier for them to escape up there. Why don't you sell him to me?" Ellen had to make up a story on the spot to get rid of him. At one point, Ellen had to sit next to a man who was a friend of her massa, someone who had seen her on the plantation. The man sat right next to her and tried to strike up a conversation, but she just looked out the window and pretended to be deaf. Then a clerk asked to see proof of ownership. Ellen got on her upper class sense of superiority, that "you peasants have no right to bother me" sort of vibe. And now she's holding up the line, and bystanders are like, "This is obviously that person's property. Can we move this along?" And the clerk waves them through. As their train approached Maryland, a free state, federal law mandated that if you were transporting slaves, you had to sign a register. This was exactly the sort of test that Ellen could not pass. She was told she had to come to the office. Later, William would say this was when he thought they were done for. Ellen was told that she had to sign. She said her right arm was too injured to write, and she barked at the clerk to do it himself. He did, and they made it through that test too. On Christmas morning, 1848, after 4 tense days of traveling by train, they reached Philadelphia and walked off the train as free Negroes. Years later, they learned to read and write and wrote an account of their escape, running 1,000 miles for freedom. Ellen Craft, bravo! White Passing Hall of Fame. Ellen up like a white man. Oh, sorry, wrong picture. The White Passing Hall of Fame with
So I want to read some of the comments before we start. Let me turn this back on. Sorry, you guys. One person said, "I've been enjoying these history lessons." Another person says, "This is the most obvious Hall of Fame induction since Michael Jordan. She's the GOAT of white passing." Another person says, "There should be a movie about this. I was on the edge just with the tale. These are the stories we need to see." And so I'm going to start showing more of that because I love his series. His series is dope. Like he had one where he talked about one of the highest socialites of New York who was white passing. Now I could tell that she had some nigger juice in her, but the white folks couldn't. So there's sometimes white folks can't tell. That's why they were pressing her. But I think this one needs to definitely be a movie. But it was one where this passing black lady who looked white. She was pretty much like the highest in New York society club, and the other white folks had to come to her just so they can get a house to live in this area, this neighborhood. This is why I tell you, black people, no matter how much they try to shit on this, for this lady, Ellen Craft, to be able to do all of these acting and learning how to do this stuff on the fly and be able to pass for that because their life was on the line. I'm telling you, we are the most greatest race on earth. I don't care what nobody say. You don't see other people that can do that. You just don't.
Exactly.
And that ain't the only time you hear about it. We always hear about Harriet Tubman. We always know about MLK and all. I said we have more stories than just those two stories.
Exactly, and it's the reason why the white people's go-to is Martin Luther King, because they can use that narrative whenever they want to. So it's always, oh, when we want you niggers to be peaceful, why can't you be peaceful like Martin Luther King? And then you got fucking Charlie Kirk talking about how evil he was and how he doesn't deserve a fucking holiday, and Clarence Thomas deserves a fucking holiday. Let me tell you something. The day if you ever give that coon motherfucker a holiday, listen. the It'll be the read of all fucking reads, okay? It'll be no. Hell no. Like this is the thing. We do have a lot of stories, and that's Turan. Enjoyed his work for decades. I've been like following him since he's MTV and all of that. So he's very great, and I'm gonna look at that series because that was like a very
It was
interesting.
good.
Like I will say that he knows how to like keep your interest
Keep you
when you're
engaged.
doing something like
Yeah.
that, keep you engaged. And so I like that, and that is a good series, and I hope we'll show more of those videos. But yeah, I hate when they just relegate us to those few. Nothing wrong with those people, of course. You have MLK, you have Malcolm X, and they're very important. But we get lost in their other people, especially when you go in school and textbooks, because they don't tell you the truth. They wouldn't tell you the story in school. They're only going to tell you the sanitized version of what the fuck Black history is, because they already bitching and moaning about the fact that we have a month. Did they even wait? I'm sorry. Did they take Black History Month away?
I think they did.
I mean, it's Black History 365 over here, but I do remember them saying like, "Oh, why do we don't need it anymore?" And it's like, you can't erase Black history because it is American history. That's the part that they're missing out on. The fact that you have to rewrite history to make it white.
Mm-hmm.
You have to rewrite history in order to make it white. And I hope all of these museums, I hope that there's somebody that is archiving all of these things, so that we're not losing them, that they sending this shit somewhere. It's because Mango Mussolini wants to just get rid of shit. He honestly thinks if he just gets rid of it, it's not gonna we're not gonna know. But this is where it's very important, where we as Black people, when we say jokingly that we're losing the recipes,
Yeah.
but we're losing the recipes. You know what I'm saying? And we gotta hold on to this shit like tightly. And we gotta start introducing Black history at home. You can't just leave it to the school anymore. Back in the day, you knew they were gonna learn something in school, but now the whole point of the education system here is to fail children. Because in all honesty, the goal is for us to be slaves in some way or form. So they want us to be poor. They want the children to be ignorant. That's why they love the fucking Republican Party, because the motherfuckers don't read. And if you don't read, then they can get everything over on you like they do. That's why they so goddamn gullible and they believe everything, because they're not educated. They make education. This is the only country that makes education bad. Like,
Yeah.
if you're smart, that's a bad thing. To have a college degree, oh, you think you're better. Well, that's the whole fucking point, is to be better. Not as in like I'm better than you, but hey, I'm smarter. I took the time out to go get this degree, to study, to read the fucking book so I can know shit. Even if you don't have a degree, you can still read a fucking book and know shit. But this is the only fucking country
Yeah.
that you're demonized for education. These motherfuckers are making fun of the fact that people took out loans to go to school. Just because you hillbilly hick ass motherfuckers can't string a goddamn sentence together, what do you want us to do about it? But they love that. That's why Oklahoma is 50th in education.
Healthcare too.
Healthcare too. But I mean, it's a town of sister, brother, cousin fuckers. Well, who run Oklahoma? Ain't that fucking which state is Huckabee? That's Arkansas, right?
I think so.
Her fucking wonky ass eye.
And that,
You
and
let me
they're,
tell you a
and they're in
story
the
about
bottom.
her
They're
real
in the
quick.
bottom.
You know you fucked up when your kids call you ugly.
Yeah.
You know you an ugly bitch when your kids gotta admit it. Cause normally your kids will rock with you. Normally your kids will have your fucking back. But when your kids low key call you ugly, you gotta hang it the fuck up. You gotta hang it the fuck. That she looked like some inbreeding was going on. I don't know. But just white people, I'm so tired.
We'll get on them later. We about to end the show. But HACF says, do you guys want to start a book club and an Excel spreadsheet of books so everyone can track the books? Look at him trying to make us into the View/Oprah. Come on now. we need a live audience. You know what? That could be a good idea. Remember, if everybody doesn't have our email address, it's at FTP podcast show at gmail.com. You can talk to us through there as well, or you can go to our social medias. We're usually answering the questions, so we'll go ahead and speak to you about it as well. And he says, do you guys know that the guy Kim from North Korea had a thing for Sarah Huckabee? No, I'm pretty sure he did. Yeah, so what I want to do is before I go into ending our show, because we're about to be ending in a few minutes, I want to do us a throwback. We always giving everybody their love. I say, you know what, we need to give us some love too. We had some great work on this show so far. And I want to go back. So we're going to do a throwback today, y'all. Let's take a look at this. socialism. I said, pull yourself up by your fucking bootstraps. Like,
exactly. This is what you're getting, what you voted for. Because my thing is, if the majority of your workforce is either legal or illegal, but either way, they're immigrants, regardless of their status, they're immigrants. And you voted for a motherfucker that wants to get rid of immigrants. What did you think was going to happen to your fucking workforce? And who did you think was going to come and replace that workforce? Because I know you didn't think it was going to be some niggas. Because we not going back to the motherfucking field. That's not happening. So unless it was white children, who the fuck did you think? Because y'all stay talking about how the illegals are taking your jobs. So now you got the fucking job. Why you crackers ain't out there in the motherfucking soybean fields doing whatever the fuck you need to do? You voted for this. You voted for limited government. You voted for states' rights. Well, bitch, your state is broke, ho. That's what you should have thought about that. You should have thought about the type of state. You live in a broke bitch ass state. You should have thought about that when you voted for states' fucking rights. You want to talk about black people on EBT when it's white people, the majority of the fucking recipients of government assistance across the fucking board is white people. But now you asking for the same fucking thing. And for you people that look down on people that use EBT, those people that use food stamps buy the fucking food off your fucking farm, you dumb motherfuckers. So if they don't get EBT, they can't support you and your fucking farm. Where you think where do you think only rich white people buying your shit? And then that's why they went, and now they doing business with Brazil and not fucking America. So y'all getting what y'all fucking voted for. So it is what it is. And I'm like, I ain't trying to be funny, but I mean, it's sad that the people took their lives, but Arkansas overwhelmingly voted for Donald fucking Trump. You voted for no handouts, and the motherfucker is telling you no handouts. You voted for that. So I am glad that they are finally getting what they voted for. Nebraska, file bankruptcy, bitch. Don't nobody give a fuck. This is what y'all asked for. Y'all asked for high prices. Y'all asked for inflation. Y'all asked for the tariffs. The tariffs are gonna be great for America. And then when a motherfucking egg gonna cost you $40, bitch, you better cock-a-doodle fucking do ho. I don't know what to tell you.
We had to show some love on that one. That is a throwback. That video has, I think, 225,000 views.
No, 244.
44. I'm sorry. And that was one of the ones that didn't get taken down. All of our ones that was like at 300,000, like, Mag, are you stupid? I'm gonna play that on the future show. And then the Charlie Kirk one was almost at 350. They took it down. And I'm just like, but y'all keep all these racist white people stuff up. But I want to give us a throwback. Go ahead.
But side note, speaking of the throwback, go to the FTP store because the cock-a-doodle fucking do ho shirt is on sale. We got it in black and we got it in white. Make sure y'all go to the store. It is 25% off. We are having a sale until December 14th. It'll be there in time for Christmas. We got the Charlie Kirk neckbone shirt, but we got the cock-a-doodle fucking do ho shirt. So please, make sure y'all go by the store and support if you can and get some clothes. We got the hats, we got the sweatshirts, but make sure you get the cock-a-doodle fucking do ho shirt because it's really good, it's really funny, and y'all are gonna love it. But thank you for the throwback. That was one of my highlight moments.
The greatest moment
of many. Because when you go back, I'm gonna create a reel. And then when we did the one we did with the beeps, funny as fuck. Cause it beep, everything is.
My friend was like, "What the hell is that?" I said, "Nikki." He said, "Oh God, I gotta watch. We gotta watch the uncut version." So I'm going to post the uncut version to YouTube. But we're about to go out of the show real soon, and I want to show us our end of video clips. This is what we always do at the end of the show. Just go through some clips and then laugh, so that way we can lighten the energy and go out on a good note. So we're going to take a look at the first few clips. Nikki, if you have any comments on it, just keep it down to 30 seconds. Me as well, okay? All right, let's take a look at the first one.
Manager versus customer. Nah, the manager landed him real quick. Should have went through the drive-through.
So why are they doing all this screaming and hollering? This is why I tell you I can't work in customer service. I can't because I'm telling you, there's going to be a problem. I mean, I remember working in retail, and I'm having to deal with just stuff like this all the time, and I got so sick of it. So yeah, I don't miss working at any of that stuff when I was in high school. I'm telling you, it was always some mess going on. If it wasn't Karen getting upset, then it was racist Jim Bob and them. If it wasn't racist Jim Bob and them, then you had Shaquita coming in there upset about her fries. I was over it. I was over it. This happened, snowstorms. Let's take a look.
Oh, fuck.
I think they're playing music, so I'm gonna put that like that. But when I tell you I don't miss Kansas, I don't miss Missouri, I don't miss none of that shit. There was nothing to do out there. They had no nightlife, no oceans, no mountains. I got to deal with racism all day. The job market sucked. And then when it comes to snow was usually fucking 8 months out of the year. I was over it.
Oh
And
my
this,
God, yeah.
Go ahead, Nikki.
I can't.
Look at that.
I'm moving into North Carolina, and I'm not ready for the weather. I'm a Miami woman.
Yeah. But the good thing is North Carolina is not so bad. It's not so bad, you know. And actually, North Carolina is actually good for Black people, to be honest about it. It's one of the better states. Yeah. So as you guys know, moving on to this one, somebody posted this. So Pete Hegseth and Donald Trump orchestrated that whole thing to get these Black generals out of the military. So so somebody said, unlike Admiral Bradley, Navy Admiral Alvin Hosley resigned after refused to go along with Pete Hegseth's illegal orders. And so this is it's a huge attack on Black people and honorable Black people at that for doing that whole thing that happened in Venezuela. So please support your troops. Please support people like this, because we got a bunch of incompetent people in our administration, from people that used to work in wrestling companies to people who are chain smokers and heroin addicts. So that's what we currently have as our administration right now. And we got honorable Black people like this that's being targeted for things, or having to resign after working years and years of hard work of getting up there. So if y'all see any of these people that are Black that's resigning, please go and support them, and hopefully if y'all know any of them, hopefully they can come on the show sometime and we can talk to them as well. Here's another one. I want y'all to take a look at this.
I just want to give it 1 minute so no one's wiggling on it. Ooh! I haven't seen much movement since, though, right? I can feel it, but I don't see. This light's just doing that good. I really wish I couldn't hear this. Yeah.
You want me to hold that for you?
Oh, yeah, I can't. I have another light, do we?
We have this thing. Is this even okay? You want us to take overhead?
Can I have some of the gauze that you had right here? Thank you. First surgery of the morning, huh? Yeah. Thank you. Oh my God. Huh.
Oh yeah.
Get out of here.
It's out.
This is the main reason why I check my bed sheets all the time. I don't play around. Nope. I remember my sister had a pincher bug in her ear when she was little, and it was pinching her, but yeah, that happened. And then I want to show you this right here as well. Let's take a look.
Sorry to do this to your cute ass, but sorry.
While they're playing music. Now, I'm not a fan of this. I tell everybody, this is just so childish to do stuff like this, but I want to show y'all this where people are literally doing this to people that's minding their own business. And then last, I thought this was funny as well. Let's take a look at this.
Go slower.
Now, his wife played a prank on him, which is actually her right here. He was supposed to turn around and see that it was her, but it was actually his friend that dressed up in it. So I call that beautiful love right there. Yeah, it was hilarious. But I want you to go watch it because we're running out of time on this. But I want to give a shout out to everybody. I got my list right here. So Truth Hurts and Tanya Terry, Light Mocha, Alex 628, Tony the Tiger, our largest ever and of the day as well. Thank you so much as well. Miss DJ and BGB10 DST, our first of the day. So thank you guys so much for supporting us with the super chats. We really, really, really do appreciate it. We thank you guys for tuning in. We thank you guys for supporting us. We thank you guys for like, share, subscribing. Please tell others to come to YouTube, like, share, subscribe. As you kind of see in real time, we are like literally being shadow banned for just having a conversation, speaking the facts and speaking the truth. So just want to let you guys know about that as well. Nikki, you have anything else to say before we go out?
No, you we gonna do the where to find us at? We did time for that?
I'm about to do it right now.
Okay.
So Nikki, where can they find you at? Jesus.
You can find me on YouTube at Knickknack23, NIKNAK23. The latest episode of the Bitch Happens podcast just dropped today, episode 2, and it's called When Low Value Dick Meets Poverty Line Pussy. Very good episode. I know that's a loaded title, but it is a good episode. I will be posting a members only episode tomorrow. So if you are not a member, you have the $8 a month, feel free to join. If you can't, that's okay. All I ask you to do is to just like, share, engage with the content. We're on YouTube, we're on TikTok, but we're banned until Saturday from TikTok for the lives. But for right now, we trying to get everybody to YouTube. So Knickknack 23, and of course for the People Podcast Show, that is where we are doing our lives every night, Monday through Thursday, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, and our Sunday show is 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern, and that is our 2-hour show. So Wednesday and Sundays are our 2-hour shows, and our live replays are always up within, 15 minutes after. They're usually up, so you can rewatch them. You can share them with friends, and yeah, we all about the YouTube over here. So just thank you for rocking with us tonight. It was a very good show. Y'all
Really?
showed up and showed the fuck out,
Yes.
and we appreciate all of the love.
And the
And
comments
thank you
too.
so much. It was so unexpected, but thank y'all so much. It was a really good show tonight. So again, we're so happy. Like these lives are really, it's really doing what we wanted to do, and we glad that y'all see what we trying to do, and y'all fuck with it. So thank you.
Thank you. And also spread it to other people as well. Tony the Tiger, he has some friends that was watching the show, and now they subscribe. I hope they subscribe to our YouTube, because that's where we want everybody to go to, just our YouTube. So please subscribe to YouTube as well. I will be putting posts on there, so there'll be updates on there as well. In addition to that, we did speak about the store, so I just want to give a shout out to the store again. It's the FTP store. This is it's all 25% off. I think this is until the 14th of December. It may be extended, but this is the neck bone, so I'm waiting for my shirt to come in as well because I want to wear a neck bone shirt.
Let's show if we can show the cock-a-doodle-doo shirt.
We got that and a mug as well.
Yes.
Cock-a-doodle-doo. Somebody in the comments, I think it might have been Miss DJ. They put the eggs in the comments because we did the throwback. So we're gonna do a throwback because a lot of people haven't seen that content. So we're gonna do throwbacks so you guys can see our old content. That way you can see what we had on our old page before that was mysteriously shadow banned as well. So other than that, we thank you guys for everything. She already gave you the times and dates that we're usually here. Please like, share, and